Welcome back, Slatsy, to Season 3, the new Joneses EV road trip.
Can't believe you wanted me back, but I'm very glad to be here.
Here we are, we're learning how to electrify everything in our homes. What this means is we are going to get our homes off gas.
Get off the gas.
We're going to retrofit and rebuild and build new homes that hardly need any energy to heat and cool them.
Reduce the need for energy.
And then the energy we do need is going to be coming from renewable sources.
Get it from renewables.
Easy. So now we're going to go and meet Dr Annabelle and her partner Alex,
Right.
who are going to show us how they've done exactly this with an old build, how they've retrofitted to get off gas, reduce the need for energy, and then make sure the energy they do use comes from clean renewable sources.
Well, morning is broken, so step on the gas.
This is an electric car, Slats.
How much food do you eat?
And the zucchinis are this big. Would you like to be in this position, Alex?
Rolled up, are we?
Dr Annabelle, take one.
Who are you and why am I interviewing you?
My name's Annabelle, I'm a doctor, and you're here because my partner Alex and I made some sustainable upgrades to our house, and we'd love to tell you more about it.
Where are we? What are we doing here? Why are we doing it?
We're in Brunswick East in the inner suburbs of Melbourne. We bought this house 3 years ago now. We had two goals. We were very cold and we wanted to be more comfortable, and at the same time I think climate crisis was front of mind, and so we're really interested in doing that in a way that was as sustainable as possible.
Annabelle, your home went from outdated to looking around absolutely outstanding. Can you run me through some of the things that you did?
We fixed up the insulation and topped that up in the ceiling and under the floor. We draft proofed, so the window in our bathroom was just open slats.
Yes.
No relation. We cut a bit of perspex and siliconed it in to block that off, so we didn't just have a breeze whistling in. We got heavy curtains and blinds and seals under the doors, and we had old vents in the walls that were sort of a historical thing for reducing carbon monoxide poisoning. But once we were able to get rid of the gas appliances, which was our next step, then we were able to shut those off to seal it up better too. So the house had no heating or cooling. It just had a gas fireplace in one of the rooms. So we installed split systems in this main room and then in the study and the bedroom.
Split systems. Can you explain the split system that you got?
So split systems, air cons, heat pumps, they're all the same thing. So not only do they cool your house, but they're also, which I didn't realise, the most efficient and cheapest way to heat your house too.
So you upgraded your windows, your cooking, your cooling. How did you pay for all these comfy upgrades?
So we started with the heating because we were cold. The split systems cost around $1,000 to $2,000. We also got rid of the old gas fireplace so that we could pop some candles in a little nook.
Yeah.
We upgraded the hot water system, being able to switch off the gas and stop paying gas bills and stop paying the $1 a day connection fee as well was a big motivator, so that we could run our hot water off the solar power instead. So there are a number of government incentives for things like the solar panels and a heat pump hot water that we were able to qualify for, which was great. On top of that, our mortgage provider offers a green loan scheme.
Can you explain green loans for me?
If you satisfy a number of criteria, certain upgrades, then they'll offer you a discount on your interest rate. And when we were doing it, we calculated that it was going to save us $14,000 over 5 years if we met these criteria. So we were like, great, that's our budget.
Shut up and give me the tick boxes, I love it.
Yeah.
I've heard heat pumps for heating water, that can actually save 80 to 90% of the cost.
Yeah, it does. It uses the electricity very efficiently. I think it's 4 times more efficient than a standard electric hot water, and of course even more efficient than gas too. So it's definitely the cheapest way, and you can run them during the day so that they're taking solar power to power them.
There's lots of easy ways to make our homes more comfortable and cheaper to run way before we get to solar. Mm-hmm. What are they?
Draft proofing, so sealing up any gaps between walls and floors, or putting seals on the window so that the draft isn't getting through. If you don't have that cold wind whistling in or the hot wind whistling in, then you're a lot more comfortable with very minimal effort. Things like insulation and draft proofing, they mean that you're holding on to the heat or the cool that you're making. So they're actually the cheapest and most effective way to green up your home.
What's so good about having a comfy home and no energy bills? Energy bills before and after, what's the go there?
So gas and electricity in our first month was $400, and now our bills are in credit. The power company pays us.
And even when you were paying $400, was it warm when you want it to be or cold?
No, we were miserable. It was chilly.
What's 3 words you'd describe your home before?
Draughty, inefficient, and it was still nice.
Now fast forward, 3 words to describe your home now.
Cozy, comfortable, and efficient.
Tell me, gas stoves and asthma.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's a link between a gas stove in the household and increased rates of childhood asthma. I think a 12% raise. That's equivalent to having a smoker in the home. So that was certainly something that we considered too.
So for my health's sake, it's worth getting off gas?
Absolutely. So there's the direct effects of burning gas in the house, particulate pollution, nitrous oxide, and the risk of carbon monoxide from gas heaters, for example. Yeah. So, why are we still got naked flames in our homes? We've got better technology and we can run it off the sun and the wind backed up by batteries. So there's definitely health reasons, let alone the health impacts of the climate crisis in terms of floods, fires, heat waves. There's a lot of good reasons for health.
Yeah. Are you extravagant energy users now that you generate your own energy and through your efficient appliances?
I had always assumed that to be sustainable was about sacrifice and discomfort, but the technology is so good now that you can be more comfortable and even more extravagant with energy compared to before. We got a clothes dryer, for example, which I never would have thought was an efficient thing to do, but now with a heat pump dryer, they use so little power, and the power they are using is from the solar. So, we just chuck the sheets in the dryer instead of stringing them up everywhere.
What are some of the stumbling blocks to going to an all-electric, energy-efficient home?
I think one of the main ones is knowing where to start and getting the right information. Yeah. We got an energy audit, which helped guide us and get professional information, because there's so many people trying to sell you stuff and tell you what you want to hear. And we also found that there's a Facebook group called My Efficient Electric Home, and there's now 70,000 people on there who are all getting their homes off gas. Yeah. And so it was a great place to ask questions and see what other people have been doing. You
mentioned a stumbling block around your stove?
The induction stove is so great to use, but it did take us a couple of months to figure out the details around getting it installed. Yeah. In the meantime, we were able to get a cheap $50 plug-in induction cooktop, and that was a great interim solution. It means we could close our gas account 6 months sooner and stop paying those fees, and it's a great solution for renters and people who aren't in a position to change their cooktop straight away. But induction's great though, because it's so quick and it's also really easy to clean because it's completely flat, and it's great to use as extra bench space when you're not cooking.
You've come this far, Annabelle, congratulations. In 60 seconds or less, tell me how, why, and how much money you've saved going energy efficient all electric.
Yep.
Your time starts now.
So how? Well, we got off gas and we in favour of efficient electric alternatives. Why? To be more comfortable and healthy in our home. And I think we estimated we're saving about $3,000 a year of energy bills, because we're not paying a gas bill, we've got tiny electricity bills, and then now we're barely paying for any petrol either.
And you've got time to spare. Annabelle, where should I get started?
Well, I understand there's a resource being developed by the New Joneses, the Tick Off 10, to guide you. You can start with the easy wins, the simple and cheap things, and then gradually work your way through the list. It took us 18 months, bit by bit, but it's very rewarding and financially and ethically.
Have you got a pen that you're not using anymore?
A pen?
I've got to get started ticking boxes.
Oh, yeah.
Annabelle, thank you so much. And Alex, appreciate you letting us in your beautiful home. And I'm going to go and watch butterflies in your backyard.
Thanks for coming.
So, what do you call this then?
It's a heated throw. It's super cozy, plug it in, it's really cheap to run, and it's very energy efficient to heat yourself instead of heating the room.
Well, it's definitely doing that, but it's 28 degrees. I don't reckon we need it today.